2, 1. Welcome everybody to the announcements session for the January 5, 2021 council meeting. After our horrible Christmas Day suicide bombing downtown, it's appropriate to start with Councilmember O'Connell, who represents downtown. Go ahead, Councilmember.
Thank you, Mr. Pro Tem. Thank you to colleagues and everyone in Metro and in the Nashville community who has made generous offers, checked in on folks, already pitched in, and generally been available to support first the kind of disaster response and crime scene effort, and now the rebuilding, recovery, and relief efforts. So I wanted to take just a few minutes to make a few recommendations of how people can continue to support the businesses, the residents, the property owners, and generally the historic district around 2nd Avenue after the awful bombing on Christmas. So I'll start with a fund that the mayor's office created in conjunction with United Way of Greater Nashville, and that is the Restore the Dream Fund. For anybody who is in a position to give, I know we're kind of already just here in the first week of the year after the tax year, but this is the kind of scenario that we hope happens never, but when it does, you need to be prepared to support it. So if you are in a position at all to give as we start 2021, these next few opportunities are going to be worth your time and attention. So this is the Restore the Dream Fund. If you visit UnitedWayGreaterNashville.org, right at the top, you will see a banner that says Restore the Dream, donate to support individuals affected by the December 25th explosion downtown. Click that, you'll go straight to the fund. That's going to be important for long-term relief and recovery. Just this week, the district, which is a nonprofit steward of the 3 contiguous historic districts downtown, partnered with the Metro Historical Commission Foundation to create a special new fund for 2nd Avenue restoration. To participate in that and support that fund, visit NashvilleMHCF.org for the Metro Historical Commission Foundation. If you are on the website, on the donate tab, sort of right at the top, if you just kind of hover over it, you will see a 2nd Avenue restoration option show up. And that is a special fund created for the district to support specifically the initiative of restoring the character. This is going to support structural assessments and facade repairs to irreplaceable historic buildings impacted by the explosions. So strongly recommend that. If you've ever had the challenge of being at a site where first responders are responding to any kind of disaster, a fire, a crime scene, you know that box 55 is very likely there if it's something that's going to last more than 5 minutes. The box 55 association supports our first responders when they are responding. They bring meals, coffee, anything that might just help first responders not have to worry about those little things. Check out box55.org. Right there, you will see a Nashville bombing update. It is an organization worth your support as they turn immediately around and support our first responders. Community Resource Center also has been supporting first responders as well as displaced residents. I would give them a look as well. crcnashville.org, they have been providing first responder kits, hygiene kits for people who have been displaced. It's an important organization, and they're doing important work right now to support people impacted by this. And then finally, I know people, if you are not in a position to give anything other than your time, effort, and energy, Hands on Nashville is engaged at this point. If you just go to HON.org, you will see a 2nd Avenue explosion update. There is a way to browse 2nd Avenue explosion-related projects as people go in, helping with cleanup, getting access to buildings, and helping property owners. Register right there at the Hands on Nashville website. And all of these opportunities are going to help the people that have been impacted here. So thank you to everyone who has offered. Please take advantage of these opportunities. I know you will find your neighbors right there in the heart of 2nd Avenue very, very appreciative. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thanks, Councilman O'Connell. I know I'll say on behalf of all of us, we really appreciate all the hard work you've put in since Christmas morning. Really feel for you, and I know you know that we're all here to support you in any way you need. Thanks again. Next, we have Councilmember Bradford.
Thank you, Mr. Pro Tem. I have 3 quick announcements tonight. First of all, on the 12th of January, there will be a community meeting for residents of District 13 who live near Bell Road about potential development going in there. That starts at 6:30 p.m. It will be on Zoom. You can find the link on my Facebook page and information at my website, russbradford.com. There will be a neighborhood safety meeting for the Lake Ridge community on the 14th. Again, that's on Zoom, starts at 6:30. Information can be found on Facebook and my website. And lastly, on the 16th, I'll have my virtual office hours, coffee with your councilman, from 8 to 11 a.m. that Saturday. If anybody is interested in reserving a time to speak, they can email me at russ.bradford@nashville.gov. Happy New Year, everybody.
Thanks, Councilmember. Next, Councilmember Van Rees.
Yes, and Happy New Year. Just one quick thing, because it happens this week and my newsletter has not gone out yet. We're going to have a community meeting about a rezoning request at 929 and 931 Old Hickory Boulevard. That's very near the corner of Old Hickory and Dickerson Pike. We had one meeting on this. We've asked the applicant to make some changes. They've made those changes and are coming back to us for a conversation. There is a registration link for the Zoom meeting on the Metro Nashville calendar. It's also available in the event portion of the Facebook page, and we'll continue to reach out. I know that the folks with the Kemper Heights Neighborhood Association will be particularly interested in making sure and seeing what the applicant has made in regard to those changes. So that's going to be at 6 p.m. this Thursday. That's the day after tomorrow, this Thursday at 6 p.m. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Councilmember. Next is Councilmember Gamble.
Thank you, Pro Tem. First, I would like to publicly thank the public safety personnel, police, fire, emergency management, all of our first responders for the outstanding job that they did in addressing the Christmas morning bombing, securing the safety of our public. We will be conducting public safety community conversations, or continuing with our public safety community conversations to discuss license plate readers. The next meeting will be held on January 7th at 5 p.m. It's a WebEx meeting. For information about how to join the WebEx, please go to nashville.gov and click on the Metro Council events calendar. There will be a meeting on January 7th and also a meeting on January 12th. On the 7th, we'll have representatives from the District Attorney's Office, the Public Defender's Office, ACLU, and on the 12th, we'll have representatives from the Human Relations Commission and Neighbor to Neighbor, and I invite the public and anyone to join us for these meetings to learn about the license plate readers and how they work, and to weigh in on the benefits or concerns, privacy concerns that individuals may have in regards to them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, we'll have Councilmember Hager.
Thank you, Pro Tem. I've got a meeting coming up on a virtual meeting on Thursday, January the 7th, I believe, and that'll be on a phone's going off. Sorry. That'll be on a Chandler Retreat, which is at Field Grove Road, Lebanon Road. It's not a rezoning, but it is a concept plan. And because it's about a 250 unit development, I decided to have a meeting on that so we can look at the traffic study and let the residents weigh in on that Thursday at 6 p.m. and I'll have a representative of that development there. I also like to say that we got back in our building today at 219 2nd Avenue North. We did have damage. We're cleaning up now. First responders are still down there. So since our building has been checked out by codes, we're back in. We're allowing the first responders to use our restroom, and we've got coffee and cold drinks and water for anybody else that needs it is going down there. But we're at 219 2nd Avenue North, and we appreciate them being there, and we're going to take care of them while back in the office and while we up and straighten up the office. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilmember. Next, we'll have Councilmember Toombs.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just wanted to remind everyone about the Metro Budget 101 series. Session 4 will be this Thursday, January the 7th at 6 p.m. via WebEx, and you can find information on the Metro calendar. We'll be talking about MMPS, and we'll have School Board Member Frida Player Peters, as well as Chris Henson, who is the Chief of Operations with MMPS. And then the following Thursday on the 14th, same time, 6 p.m., we'll be talking with representatives from Public Works and Parks.
Thank you. Councilmember, would you mind sharing with people where they can find the videos for the previous sessions you've done?
So if you go on, I do not have the link in front of me, I can find it, but if you go on the Metro Nashville Network streaming website, there is a folder that has all of the videos on it.
Is there a link to them from the council's Metro Council resources page too?
If there is not, I will make sure there is.
All right, thank you. That'd be great. They really are very informative. I'm not sure about the one I was in, but the other ones are really informative. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we'll have Councilmember Rutherford is next.
Thank you, Mr. Pro Tem. I'll be holding District 31 virtual office hours on Saturday. That's this Saturday, January 9th, from 10 till 12. Or as long as needed, and since it is by phone, and I'm asking that anyone who's interested in participating, signing up for a time slot by either emailing me at my council address, which is john.rutherford@nashville.gov, or messaging me through social media.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Vercher, you're up next.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to speak specifically not just to South Beach, but to District 28 on Christmas Day, the resilience of our city and community, but yet again be tested by tragedy. It was disheartening. It remains unnerving for many of you in our community, and our lives will forever be changed, will forever be different. As we cope through this incident, and like we've always done as a community, we've remained united. So I'm asking members, you're going to hear a lot in the media as it relates to the policing around racial issues, but for us as a community, unfortunately, this isn't our first tragedy that we have to cope with and overcome. So for those of you that continue to express, just how you're feeling of it, can contact the crisis hotline, and they are available 4 hours a day, 7 days a week at 615-244-7444. All calls are confidential. And I encourage you to actually to contact them if you or your family members really need one to talk to. Also, more importantly, as we continue this, say something by contacting the police department at 152 8600. Community still have our confidence in the police department, and as your elected voice, I'm still going to continue to advocate for us to get the police resources that we need out there so desperately in neighborhoods. I also want to take this time to thank our public safety agencies that extended so much grace have received from neighbors that you guys demonstrated to them. Patience and the utmost perspective is what the neighbors have communicated. But I can't stress enough those neighbors that's really close to this issue. If you need someone to speak to, please contact the crisis hotline. Also, we are not out of touch yet as a community as it relates to COVID. The COVID-19 hotline is 615-862-QUAD-7. That's 7777. So we do have the testing facility out here. Those hours have been changing. So make sure you call that hotline and make sure you get the most accurate testing days and hours. And I believe that's all I have, Mr. Speaker. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilmember. That's all really good information. I appreciate you sharing that. Councilmember Porterfield, you're up next.
Thank you so very much, Chair. I will be very brief. To our District 29 constituents, I just wanted to let you all know that we will be having some virtual office hours this month. You should have received the newsletter today, and if you did not, it's also on my Facebook page, or you can send me an email directly. But on January the 16th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., I will have those 2 hours set aside for virtual office hours. We will be meeting in 10-minute intervals, so you can sign up for a slot. We also will be having 2 community meetings, one on January the 20th at 6 p.m., the other on February the 10th at 6 p.m. As I have shared with you all, there have been a lot of developers that have reached out with questions about some rezonings and some requests, and I have delayed those requests in an effort to focus more on the needs of our community and to make sure that we were having our needs met, especially during this time of COVID. So now we are moving forward with some of those community meetings. So I'm inviting everyone to come out and hear about these proposed rezonings. I want and welcome your feedback so that we can create a better District 29. So with that, Chair, thank you so much for recognizing me.
Thank you, Councilmember. I see a couple of hands up, Council Members Toombs and Rutherford. I'm assuming those are left over from before. And all right, go last call for anybody with an announcement. Seeing none, we will wrap up the announcements and we'll be back with Mr. Nolan and then the council meeting. Thank you.